Montana, a sprawling outdoorsman's Eden with ice-covered peaks and unspoiled wilderness. Patrolling and protecting these natural resources is a first-class band of peace officers. These are the Wardens, dedicated to the preservation of the last best place. During the dead of winter, wildlife management areas provide a safe harbor for migrating elk. As spring approaches, magnificent antlers become cherished trophies for shed hunters.
We're going to the wildlife management area opener. People go in and looking for sheds.
There's about 2,500 head of elk that winter range back here. And we keep it locked just so that these animals, when they come through their natural migration path, they can have a safe place to be for the winter. And then they start to move back into the wilderness, and then we'll open this up to the public. So today at noon is the first time that these people will get to come in here. It's a fight for the antlers.
43414. Have you guys taken off already?
Yeah, we're on the ridge right above the lake in the parking lot. How's things looking up there? Don't tell anybody, but man, there's a pile of antlers up here in these straws.
Oh, I just had the radio on PAs.
Everybody in the parking lot's licking their chops now. Are you serious?
No, I'm just messing with you.
Elk antlers are big business for artists, furniture makers, and traditional Chinese medicine. With each rack bringing in as much as $15 a pound, the Wardens are on constant patrol to make sure greedy opportunists don't jump the gun.
Yeah, we're gonna go to the end of the line and just make sure that every new car that comes knows where to park. And then we like to watch them from this side because we have, once they know we're out of sight, they'll try to get up on the game range and scout from on top. Well, this is all game range up here, still from the road, so they can't be anywhere off the road. Morning, guys.
We're as ready as we can be.
Ready as we can. We're just waiting on noon.
Yeah.
Hey, guys. We're waiting for you.
Noon?
I feel it. Today's the day we'll need you too.
Nice.
Yep. All right, be safe, guys.
You too.
Thanks. Good morning.
Morning, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Are you ready for the zoo?
Oh, I'm prepared.
This is fun, I think. Just
We
to
did-
watch the people.
It is fun to watch the people.
Yeah.
Just outside of Augusta, the streamlight spotlight shines on the Wardens of Region 4. As high noon approaches, the game wardens are tasked with crowd management.
Yeah, 10-4. I think we might go for a drive in there and see if we can find this guy. I think I got a pretty good idea where he's at.
I copy. I'm going to stay down here because a lot of people want to keep driving and I'm not letting them. So I think it'll be hectic if I went up top. So I'm going to stay here, okay?
That'll work.
Despite the well-publicized law, Warden Brett Logan is already receiving tips about shed hunters who have jumped the gun.
I'm on the road right now, headed that way. Can you still see him? Yeah, I think I know exactly where he's at. There's little ponds. They call it Dickens Lake. Yeah, keep an eye on him in the last place you saw him, and give me a call when you see my truck. All right, thanks. Bye. That was a reporting party. He's over on the county road watching for this guy, and as he's kind of darting in and out, making circles, he's seeing them with antlers, so he's obviously picking a few. So everybody that's doing it right, they're keeping an eye out for the ones that are doing it wrong, which helps out a lot because there's only a few of us out here that can actually try and keep an eye on the place, and it's big country. Okay, I'm just coming down the hill towards the ponds. Yeah, I can see him, but getting to him is going to be another story. Well, I don't want any confrontations or anything like that, so hang tight for a minute and keep an eye on the other one, and I'll see if I can get this first guy, and we'll go from there. But he's pretty antsy. He wants to go hoofing it and run over and catch this guy for us, but with the majority of people out here carrying guns for bears, that's the last thing I want to do is ask somebody to run out and catch a guy for us. Walking right down the middle there, he's got a load of antlers on already. Almost 10:50, so he's pretty early. I mean, he's well over a mile inside the game range right now, and you know, all those cars we just saw lined up waiting for entrance. You know, they're doing it right. They're playing by the books. And this guy isn't, so we'll just have to see. He rolled the dice. He knows the consequences, so I don't want to lose sight of him. There's two of them. Both got a pile of antlers. I think they might walk right to us. We got not much cover left. There's a lot of open ground between us and him, and I have a feeling he's gonna want to take off. I think we're gonna have to go. This is gonna be our best shot to grab him. Don't try and do it, man. Game warden.
Following tips that were called in, Warden Brett Logan has spotted 2 shed hunters trespassing on wildlife management land before it's been opened to the public. With his cover disappearing, his options are running out.
I think we're gonna have to go. This is gonna be our best shot to grab him. Don't try and do it, man. Game warden. Hey, don't try and do it. Game warden, stop. Game warden, you will go to jail. Stop right now. Sergey, is that you? You boys are runners.
Hey, do you need help?
Yeah, I got 2 running from me.
Okay.
It's those Russian boys.
Say that again?
It's the Russian boys
Okay.
from Missoula, so any 4 county
I
plays.
think they probably just got dropped off over there.
Do you know what color vehicle at all?
No, I got one. Yeah, white t-shirt, blue jeans.
Okay. What was the other one?
Blue checkered shirt, blue jeans.
Blue checkered shirt, blue jeans. They're on the Sun Canyon Road?
Yeah, they're heading back there right now.
Okay, I'm on my way. I'm just by the horse cabin. I'll be there shortly.
Alright.
So Brett's got 2 people that snuck onto the game range that are trespassing, and they took off on a foot pursuit. I don't know how far away Brett is from his vehicle, and he was pretty out of breath, so I'm sure he's been chasing them.
All for a couple antlers.
Hey, you guys got anybody in that you dropped off or you're associated
we're the
with?
first ones
You're
here.
just by yourselves?
They just showed up.
This one? How's it going? Are you picking somebody up?
No,
Okay, where are you out of?
I'm out of Augusta.
Augusta. Okay. Where are you from?
While Warden Kuka patrols the roads, Brett Logan and
Okay,
Warden
you both
Dave
live there now?
Holland discuss their next move.
Do you have their names?
The one that I was chasing, I know, is Sergey. I don't know how to spell his last name. And I have both their packs. I don't know if they have anything with their names on it in there yet.
After we get everything opened up, we'll head over there and look for them.
I copy.
How you doing?
Good. Did you see a guy back here?
There's a guy up there in a white t-shirt.
Can you see him right now?
Go ask my daughter. They got him through the spotting scope.
Okay, I gotta go check on him. Thanks. That's our guy. He was in a white t-shirt. Well, thank you for wearing white. So the second best is blaze orange. We prefer blaze orange, but white will work. Hey guys, how are ya?
How are you doing?
Can you show me whereabouts you spotted that guy?
I can see him. But saw him up on that line up there. He's wearing a white shirt.
White shirt.
Yep.
Can you see where the knoll is up there where it's kind of bare?
Yep.
Right, left, right to that where it's spotty with the timber. He was weaving in and out of that trees up on that.
Alone by himself?
Yeah, I looked like that's just him.
Yeah,
White shirt.
He flushed 3 elk right in front of him.
Was he running?
He was going pretty fast in and out of that timber there, yeah.
Because there's a game warden chasing him.
Oh, is there?
Foot,
Good
but
deal, good deal.
The multi-warden pursuit is starting to pay off as the officers hone in on the suspect's location.
Are they? Is this what they had?
Yeah.
He just dumped his though, huh?
Oh, as soon as they see me, boom, they're sprinting.
Is Quinn over on this one, Candy?
She's over on the dike, I think.
Because if he's got cell phone coverage, he's calling for somebody to pick him up.
Yeah.
Next on Wardens,
how's it going? Were you guys out hunting antlers today?
Yeah.
How far'd you go?
Pretty far.
3-4 miles about.
And where are you from?
Missoula.
Okay, the gate's open, so there's a lot of people coming in now.
the opening of the wildlife management area is well underway. But the Montana game wardens are still searching for 2 suspects that entered the range illegally.
Yeah, it's like the proverbial needle in a haystack. You know, we had 300 plus people probably lined up at the gates ready to come in, and a lot of them wearing similar clothes, so it's pretty tough to pick them out. And you know, just like we saw this morning, you can see them, but getting to them is a completely different story.
Assisting the pursuit is Quinn Kuka, a Montana native who knows this land as well as anyone. While Warden Logan glasses the management area, she's keeping an eye on the roads.
How's it going? Were you guys out hunting antlers today?
Yeah.
How far'd you go?
Pretty far.
3-4 miles about.
And where are you from?
Missoula.
Missoula. Did you come with a group of people?
Just us 3.
Okay. Did you guys run into a game warden today at all? Do you mind if I ID you real quick? Do you have any form of ID on you?
Mine's back in Augusta.
It is? Yeah. And are you from Missoula as well?
Yeah.
And you guys just stayed in a hotel or something?
I left my car there.
And you 3 came by yourself?
Yep.
And do you have any antlers with you at all?
2.
Oh, you do? Do you mind if I take a peek?
Yeah,
I'm just gonna kind of get off the road a little bit, okay?
Just want me to pull over too, or?
No, you're fine. You guys work your buns off today?
Try it.
Yeah, there's quite a few. Are you guys missing any packs? Did you drop a backpack anywhere? No? Okay, do you have an ID on you?
No, I don't.
Do you?
No, I don't.
Okay. And none of you guys bumped into a game warden today at all?
No.
What's your name?
Ivan.
Ivan? Okay, I got a problem. Can we shut this vehicle off? It's not that hard to tell me what your name is, you know what I mean? So tell me what your real name is.
Ivan.
Ivan what? What is it?
Am I gonna have to repeat myself 5 times?
Yeah, I can't hear very well is all.
Okay, are we getting apprehended or may we leave?
No, you need to stay. I have other people coming. Okay? We have a problem.
That's against the law to do that right there.
We have an issue. You guys match the description of a person that I'm looking for, okay? And when you're hesitant to tell me your name, it makes my suspicions get a little bit higher. So you need to wait here. Do you guys have any guns or any knives or anything like that on you? Nothing in your pockets? Okay. Okay, I got these individuals who are having a hard time giving me their name. 2 of them don't have an ID. They left them in their vehicles at the bar, supposedly in Augusta.
One's in a white t-shirt, pretty tall. I don't have one.
One with blue checkers, but I got a gray t-shirt.
A brown t-shirt, all blue jeans. His name was Ivan. The second one was Ivan, but I couldn't understand the last name.
I'd like you to ID him somehow.
I copy. I'm headed that way. Also, the Teton County deputy is headed that way as well.
Coming up on Wardens.
Wait, I'm gonna cross country across the game range to get down here, but Kyle Miller was just listening to you, and that's them. They're lying to you.
Would any of these guys have packs, or do you just have one?
The two that I saw both drop their packs.
I copy.
Today, game wardens have been in pursuit of trespassers who entered a protected wildlife area before it was open to the public. Assisting the investigation, Warden Quinn Kuka has pulled over a car with 3 young men whose stories aren't adding up.
If you're innocent and you're sitting at this gate and it's noon, right? And you can cross over at noon like everybody else, why do you guys want to lie to me about where your IDs are? Are you not old enough to drink or something?
No, the county cowboy hat's on probation after he's supposed to be out.
Okay.
Yes, to stay at home or something. That's why.
Does he have an ankle bracelet on his foot? Okay.
That's why he's lying.
Okay, that's all I needed to know. And we can work with that, okay? I don't know their names. 2 of them don't have an ID. They're Ivan, Evan, and Saraday is the cowboy. He's on probation, has an ankle bracelet. He's not supposed to leave Missoula County.
Hey, come here with your ankle bracelet. Here. Turn around, please, again. You're detained until we hear from your PO. Do you understand? Yeah. We find you're involved with what we're investigating up here. You're going to be charged with obstructing. Do you understand? That's Sergey.
That's his name. Ivan and Evan.
I'm going to ask you once. Did you run from a peace officer today? He's coming over here right now to ID you. Okay. Who drove him over here? Do you get in the habit of driving probationers out of the county? Come here. Do you have any weapons on you?
No, ma'am. No, sir.
Okay. You pat him down yet?
Him?
Yeah.
No, I haven't talked to him.
Get up here. We're patting you down.
Put your hands on the back of this.
Knife in the front left pocket.
I already asked you if you had any knives in your pocket today.
You did not.
I asked all of you before when I stood here.
Are we getting detained?
You are detained.
Okay.
You're not free to go.
All right.
Do you understand?
All right. I got it.
Yeah.
Well, now the work begins. See if we can identify these boys.
But you gotta get away from these people.
Oh, this guy?
He's too threatening.
Do you remember this officer?
Sergey, what's going on, man?
Hey, is this the officer that you ran from today?
I didn't run from nobody today.
Sergey, how many times have I seen you? Listen, Sergey, where we're at right now, really not a big deal. I mean, there's a lot of worse things in the world, but you're not in a good position when you keep lying and going down a bad road, okay?
Yeah.
So, we gotta come to an end, all right?
Let me do a recap. Basically, they went in early. They get chased. They come out. You pick them up, and then you guys get your stuff together and you're trying to get out of here. Is that what I'm sensing here? Okay. That's okay.
You know what the consequences are for lying to an officer?
Obstruction of justice.
Have you ever had that charge before?
Actually, yeah.
Oh, so you're familiar with it. You're familiar with this old hat. You're used to lying to cops. Well, I'll tell you what, man. The sooner the truth comes out, the sooner we all get out of here and we're done. But if you want to go down that road, you go ahead and go down that road, okay? So think about that for a while.
I have to ask you something, Brett.
So Evan just explained it all. He did all.
They're both. These two are it. Those are the 2 guys I saw.
With the driver verifying the warden's suspicions, along with Brett Logan's eyewitness identification, citations will be issued and the boys will be released.
The first citation is for criminal trespass to property. Didn't open till noon. You were in there before noon.
The citation on this one is obstructing a peace officer for lying to me, not falsifying information to an investigating officer, and for not giving information when requested, okay?
The fine is $585. In this box, I just put none, saying I'm not taking any cash from you today.
The bond on that's $335. So just by telling the truth and cooperating with me, this ticket would have went away.
The next one is for resisting arrest. When you were running away from me and I was yelling stop, you're going to jail. You kept running, kept going. You needed to stop at that time and go under custody. So everything's the same as far as when you appear. The bond on this one is $335. I believe we're done here, so.
All right, we're done.
Watch cars. We'll get you, buddy, and you guys are free to go. The general public really, I think, enjoys the fact that we were able to catch these guys, and makes them feel good that we're out there trying to keep everybody on the same page.
While Warden Lasofsky patrols Region 4, Nick Taylor in Region 5 has already received a Tipmont call from a concerned citizen.
A group of guys were out hunting and witnessed 3 individuals shoot a deer, and sounds like they killed it, and they weren't wearing any hunter's orange. So we'll take a peek. These are our guys. Howdy.
This is the guy behind me, following me, come off the Hickinson Bridge. That isn't the truck that had the hunters in it that had no orange on.
Okay.
They shot the animal, they've left it lay, they haven't got it, they haven't tagged it, they haven't done anything.
Okay.
He's just laying there and I can take you up to it.
Yeah, I'm gonna need you to do
I
that.
just didn't want him to start anything with me because we've had ruffles in the past.
Okay.
So,
All right.
flip around.
All right, why don't you do that? This is gonna be interesting. Howdy. Good morning.
How are you?
Good, thank you. How are you, sir?
Good. Are these guys the ones that called you guys?
What's going on this morning?
Well, I don't know. My boy was hunting on the ground. I've got leaves.
Okay, you got some lease ground up here?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Well, what happened with that?
Well, I don't know.
Did they get a deer or anything? You're not sure?
No, I just seen them. They was up there. They hadn't shot none.
Well, hey partner, my name's Nick Taylor. I'm a game warden here on Billings. Bill, nice to meet you. Yeah. Hey Bill, what we need to do is I need to go talk to your boys, okay? It seems like maybe they weren't hunting without some hunter orange on, and that's not the crime of the century, Bill. But you know, it's something that they do have to wear when they're hunting, okay?
Yeah.
So why don't you go ahead and if I can follow you, and we can just go talk to your boys and get this figured out, okay?
These guys, they don't own this ground.
Okay.
These old people, they think they own it. They don't own none of this ground.
Well, how with this, Bill? You and I'll go up there, and these guys will stay here.
Yeah.
Okay, and we'll just go.
They was up on top when I come down.
Yeah, we'll just go get this hashed out, okay, Bill? Alrighty, I'll just tell them to stay right here, okay?
The opening day of pronghorn season is keeping Warden Lasofsky on his toes. It's an exciting day for anxious big game hunters and all too easy for them to get carried away.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I just had an individual tell me that there's a four-wheeler with a cab, one of those side-by-sides, it's camo colored. I guess he's been kind of running all over around here this morning, running off the roads and whatnot.
Yeah, 10-4. I think I saw him earlier. I'll try to find him here.
10-4.
One of the big priorities for the wardens is protecting the seeded fields from unnecessary traffic. With the ATV pursuit ongoing, a trespassing call also requires Warden Lasofsky's attention.
So he's hunting on the block management, but he just went over the fence.
He just went and recovered an antelope on the other side of the fence.
You think so?
Yeah, I saw him drag it under there. They shot it on that little knoll just along the fence line up there.
Okay, and they're dragging it
I don't know
back.
if they shot it on the property or off it. I heard the shot, but I didn't see the antelope when they shot it. But he's been sitting there glassing me when he's coming back.
How are you?
Good, I hope.
Well, we'll see here. How are you? You doing? Looks like a pretty nice buck. Who got the buck? Did you? Good. Well, let's just take a peek at it. So, is that it? Okay.
Yeah, pop out of the ear and our tapes in the truck.
Okay, that's fine. Did you get the guts out? Not yet?
No.
You wanna do that, and we can. You need some help doing that?
So did we do something wrong?
You know, you're on a block management area.
Yeah. And I shot him here, and then we waited, and then he went under that fence.
Oh, he did.
I wasn't sure what to do.
Yeah, well, it'll be all right. That's a pretty nice buck.
We sat and talked, and there wasn't posted, so that's what we were.
Okay. Yeah.
So we knew we were on the block management when we were hunting, and we shot him on the block management.
Sure. And what you did was probably right to a degree. They don't allow any hunting on the other side, so they watch that like a hawk.
Yeah.
So when it goes across, best thing you to do is get a hold of me first before you went across.
Weighed him out, and then he got up and then he slipped under.
Yep. And the guy said that he watched it, and everything was kind of done, you know, this side of the fence, that type of deal, before it went under. So that's your saving grace. But so, and this is your buck?
Yeah.
Did you get any shooting in?
He missed one earlier today down the road.
Okay.
So we just take turns.
You just take turns?
I was up.
Okay, well, bless your heart. Do you guys want to knock the guts out of it, or how do you want to do it? Do you want some help?
In an effort to educate, sometimes a warden has to get his hands dirty.
Well, there you
No
go.
guts, no glory truly applies to this occupation.
Life in the day of being a game warden. It was worth it.
All day, Warden John Lasowski has been on the lookout for an all-terrain vehicle that's been cross-cutting seeded fields and damaging future crops. While glassing a potentially dangerous violation on the hill, the all-terrain vehicle makes an appearance.
This is your ATV that's running around. That guy is gonna, are you shitting me? You're not really gonna do that, are you? Holy crap.
The ATV is able to elude Warden Lasowski for the time being, but the silver pickup truck, which he was originally monitoring, is still in sight.
I got the passenger side guy definitely stepped out and threw it over the top of the hood. I couldn't see the driver. That's not my crew, is it? Yeah, it is. Yeah, we've already been into these guys. Hi.
What are you doing?
You know, you gotta get off the pickup when you shoot. When you
pick up.
He was over this window, over the top of the window, over the top of the door, right in front of me, with the whole deal. I know, and you just got to get plumb away from the pickup. That's the deal. And the big thing is that this guy right here is right at your legs when he's shooting. So you're leaning over the window. He's shooting on this side. You take a step to your right. It's a safety issue. So understand this, when we're doing this, it isn't to harass you. It's the guy that throws it over the hood, his son comes around, and they take the top of his head off. We've had that happen. So here's what the deal is. It is a ticket, okay, for you. Okay, it is a ticket. You can't shoot from your vehicle, you can't throw it over the top of your hood.
In Region 5, the Streamlight spotlight shifts back to Nick Taylor, who has responded to a tip about hunters not wearing safety orange and possibly hunting on private property.
So this guy is the father of these boys, it sounds like, that were hunting, possibly without orange. It seems like the complainants called and they said that the kids haven't tagged it or nothing. And so See what happens. Looks like he might be on a cell phone right now. Probably telling him, get that tag on that deer. This is gonna be interesting. Howdy, gentlemen. Good morning. How are you doing? I'm Nick Taylor.
Carrie Devin.
Carrie, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Hi, guys. So what's going on this morning?
Well, we were hunting.
You were hunting?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you guys have any luck?
Well, we thought we did.
Okay.
But weren't able to find it.
You weren't able to find it? Did you shoot a deer?
Yeah.
Okay. But no, it was right up here. Was it a little buck or something?
Yeah.
Okay, good deal. Okay. Who shot at the deer?
I did.
You did? Okay. And were you wearing your hunter's orange?
No.
You weren't? Okay. And you know about the hunter orange requirement?
Yep.
Okay. Well, I know you guys, when you're on your own property and, whether you lease it or it's deeded, I know you're kind of out there, but it is a state law. You are required to wear your hunter orange. Okay. And that just comes down to safety. It's not to make it fair to the critters because you got a rifle. It's not to make it fair so they see you. It's all, the beginning of this year, we had a gentleman down in Dillon that lost his life while hunting. Okay. And, we hunt in Montana for fun and all that, and it's just not worth it, right?
Warden Taylor thinks he's resolved the issue with a citation and a friendly handshake. But the original tipster calls again, claiming he's found the missing deer, and he still maintains that the landowner didn't grant permission to hunt on his land.
I talked to Kevin, landowner.
Yeah.
And he says he'd like you to call him because he never gave him permission to hunt.
Okay.
While Taylor places a call to the landowner, the hunters in question approach. But with the call going to voicemail, the warden's options are limited.
It's just right up here, guys. Yeah, the deer's just right up here. Yeah, I propped it up on a rock right up here. It sounds like your dad, and it's your dad.
My stepdad, Bill's dad.
Bill's dad leases the place, and this Kevin individual owns it, and Kevin wanted me to call him, so I don't know if Kevin's going to press charges or anything for that. I don't think so, but just so you guys are aware, Kevin wanted me to call him, and so Kevin, maybe you guys might be talking to Kevin or something, but usually, when someone leases the land, it doesn't end up that way.
Right.
But just so you guys know, and if Kevin does want to press charges, I'll have to write you guys some tickets, and I'm gonna have to take the deer from you too. Okay. But for now, since he hasn't called me back, why don't you guys just go up there and take care of the deer, tag it, gut it, and for now, just take it home. It might, be a day or two before Kevin gets back to me. But for now, we'll just go with this.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
All right, guys.
All right,
All right, you guys, take her easy. Well, the best thing is they found the deer. Or I guess they found it for him.
In Region 4, Warden John Lasovsky has pulled over a group of hunters for a safety violation.
Well, no, that's
but when one of them can't produce a proper license, he grows suspicious.
So, Ken, I'm getting the bad feeling here that you have a license?
Oh, I do.
You do have a license?
Yeah.
Okay. Where would it be?
Well, I think he may have grabbed the wrong tag this morning when we shot that antelope.
Okay. So are you saying your tag's on that antelope?
It is.
Okay. So it's pretty clear. Where's your conservation? You should have had the conservation with it.
All I got was a tag.
Just the tag itself?
Yes,
okay.
I didn't have anything else sent to me.
Okay. So here's the deal. Did you shoot this one too?
Oh,
I think just, you know what, I'm gonna have to talk to him and then I'm gonna have to talk to the other guy. So pretty clear, here's how this works is if you got caught up in the moment and another antelope was there and we're trying to fill a tag and that's what happened, then that's what happened and that's how we deal with it, okay? You've got an antelope in the back of that truck that's already got your tag on it. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Pretty much, okay. So that's the deal. We just go from there. Ken, we call it good and there'll be a citation for it. It's an attempt to take an over limit, okay, and then it's from the vehicle. So it's those two things, okay. But first and foremost, thanks for being honest about it.
With over $700 in fines, it's a tough lesson to be learned. But even these hunters recognize the importance of hunting regulation.
Guys, again, no, I appreciate you being honest about it too. I get that you get caught up, and that's just the way it is. Okay, so good luck to you guys. All right, we'll see you later.
Coming up next on Wardens.
I've had no less than 4 different vehicles stop me. One of them gave me 4 witness statements that are all saying, enough.
John Lasofsky has had a long day patrolling during the opening of pronghorn season.
Got a bipod out. And always got one down. Got one down in the middle. Looks like a driver's my shooter. He's doing the dance, his kid is, whoever that is. That was a nice shot.
I got one also.
Did you? Well, let's take a peek. By gosh, I didn't see the first one. Wow.
Dad got the little one.
We just missed you by 30 seconds getting to see it all.
Oh, is that right?
How about you? You're not hunting yet, huh?
No.
That's his first time to come.
Is that right?
Yeah.
So what do you think? Not that gross?
It was the first one. I kind of got used to it.
Yeah. You know what? Those are the ones that make the difference when we're always out there looking for the violations, but it's always the ones that got a couple of kids and it's their first time checking the whole thing out that it makes it pretty special. Well, good. We're gonna run up the road. We're trying to find somebody that's doing something wrong. You guys are doing it all right.
We try.
That's right. That's perfect.
We try.
That's perfect. Well, congratulations, guys.
While most of his checks have ended in smiles, John Lasofsky has been inundated with tips and complaints about a side-by-side ATV slashing across seeded fields.
One in the back of that Ranger.
So, I got a bunch of tip-monts that have all turned your side-by-side in for tearing around here and going off-road.
I got permission.
Yeah, well, not to go off-road.
No, I mean, I do got permission to go under stubble.
But like this and stuff like that. Now, there's a guy that's their main guy that just chewed me a new and said nobody's supposed to be going out on that. And this stuff right here, we can see the tractor going across the green seeded fields. So there's 4 guys. I've had no less than 4 different vehicles stop me. One of them gave me 4 witness statements that are all saying, enough. You know, that they're tearing around and it's got to quit. Your thought on that is that which guy told you it was okay?
And Arnie.
Joe and Arnie. Okay, I'm gonna go talk to him because this is a big complaint.
After corroborating with the landowner, the stories just aren't lining up, forcing Warden Lasofsky to revisit the ATV owner.
All right. So the deal is with that, the guy lied to us. Basically, he was running a Ranger down here, hazing the animals and driving into the seeded fields. And we've talked to the owners of the property, and they didn't give him permission like he said that he had, and it's pretty important we take care of it. So we're gonna go have a talk. He was leaving, you suppose? Looks like he was pulling out. That'd be all right. That's all part of the deal. So he ain't buying.
Huh?
He's saying no.
Joe?
Yeah. He's saying I told him to stay on the hard roads and nothing but the hard roads.
Well, let's go back down there because I got 10 guys all witnesses, John.
Well, that's what he's telling me. But no, see, he doesn't have anything but seeded fields here. All the way across, these fields that you even parked on is a seeded field. I mean, from all the way across, these are seeded fields. So that's what he's saying, absolutely no seeded fields. And those are the seeds I haven't even talked to you about. Stubble fields I get. Seeded fields, when they just stick the seed in, there ain't a rancher or a farmer out there that wants to see somebody going across their seeded field. You know, that's just standard deal. So that's what he's talking about. I told him, I said, look, I'm not talking about the stubble, I'm talking about the seeded field. So that's where it's at. It's an off-road deal with this guy. I mean, it's a jaywalking ticket, but it's still a ticket. So that's just where we're at. And I've got 4 complaints, 2 tip-monts, enough people that are upset about it that, you know, a warning just isn't gonna get it done. So we finished that up. Not a happy camper, but it is what it is. And when it comes down the pipe, you know, if somebody's got a problem with where I'm at, all I can say is I did my job. Leave it at that.
How's it going?
It's going good. How are you?
I'm doing all right. So, anyway, that truck's parked, this is the truck, and it's parked on state land or no?
It's parked on state land, right. These guys were up here.
Behind your house?
Behind the house.
Okay.
And they came down over here, and I confronted one of them over by the road, and I says, you know, you're on private property. This is state land. I says, you go out there and have fun on state land. But my wife she was back there hiking. And I don't want people with guns back there.
Can you see them from your house or no?
No. They're up over behind the trees in that canyon up there.
But they're on your place.
My property line goes all the way up to the tree line. And when I told the guy, I said, this side is all the way down this private property. He yelled up to the fellow that was up there. He says, Dad, it's private property where you are. And he goes, okay. And they moved on. And they went up the hill and picked up their truck, came back down, and walked straight back up there again with a whole cart full of all kinds of stuff. And I just...
I'll go down and have a look, and then we'll see what they've done, and then I'll call you and tell you what they've done, and then you can decide what you want done.
Near Great Falls, Warden Brett Logan is patrolling popular grounds at the peak of hunting season.
Today's the second day of the general deer and elk rifle season. So we have deer, elk, antelope, upland bird games, waterfowl, just about everything. Black bear's open. So we're in full swing of hunting season. How we doing? Well, looks like we're successful this morning. Not you, huh? Did you get one?
No, it was my cousin.
Your cousin got one, all right.
Every year we see you.
Oh, do you? I wish I could remember you. I will this time.
You see a ton of people.
Yeah. You got one, huh?
Yep.
Good. Where'd you get it at?
Oh, we got it. I don't know the name of the place.
Brad.
Oh, good. Good. A lot of people up there today? Pretty quiet? Good. Usually opening morning.
Seen anybody?
Usually opening morning can get kind of wild.
The truck that went through the gate over here, I told him not to go because I own land up here. I bought some land from Mr. Peterson. It's 40 acres behind him. There's a truck that told me they were going to the state property. I said, dude, you cannot. Well, we got permission from so-and-so. He told me he had permission from Mr. Higgins.
I'm not.
And the license plate was Bravo, and it was 2 young kids in a blue truck.
Just recently?
Yeah, maybe about an hour ago. And I told him, I said, somebody's renting that state property. And you need his permission to get on that property. And then they didn't know where it was.
I haven't seen anybody, but...
Not because supposedly nobody's supposed to be up there. So I don't, I just wondered if that's where y'all had come from.
No, I haven't been up there yet, so I don't know.
All right. Okay, sir. Well, y'all be safe.
Yeah.
Y'all have a good one.
If you find these guys, let us know and we'll track them down.
All righty, sir.
Thanks.
Yes, sir.
Down the road from Brett Logan, the Streamlight spotlight shines back on Warden Brian Goley. He continues to investigate a landowner's claim that 2 trespassers have harvested a deer on his property.
How goes the battle? Is that all you have is a deer? Big old doe. Why don't you just lift her up and... There you go. Do you have just a B-tag permit or what?
Yeah, we have.
For what district? Okay. And do you know where you're at? What makes you think that? Just checking. Okay. Have you ever heard of hunting district 423?
I thought that's where we were.
You know what the boundary is?
No.
Lions Creek. And the creek down here. So you know where you are now? You're in 423.
Okay. He's not going to jail or anything,
No.
right?
We don't take people to jail for that. But I could see why you're concerned, but don't be that concerned, all right?
How we doing? Oh boy, I tell you what, I've been there myself.
You guys still by the Wardens?
Yeah, we are.
Nice.
Out and about today.
Cool.
So, how's things?
Getting anything?
Not very much.
No, it's pretty thin. You came up this coulee, there was one little spike came out of here.
That was it, huh?
One little whitey, yeah.
Huh. Well, that's how it goes sometimes. They get the best of you.
Yeah.
Especially me, I don't hunt very good.
Warden Brian Goley is dealing with a trespass situation where a father and son were hunting what they thought was state-owned land. Without fences, they inadvertently found themselves on private property.
So you really made some mistakes here today. I really don't like to write kids tickets, you know that. What I gotta do is go down and talk to the landowner really quick and find out what he wants done. You understand that? And if he doesn't want to charge you, I'm okay with that. But you realize you shot the deer in the wrong area?
I do now.
All right, and you realize that's kind of a serious deal. I don't want to see your boy lose his, what's your first name? Sean. And I don't want to see Sean have any problems with his deer. You understand that? I don't know what I'm going to do about the license yet. So we'll work on it here, and by the time we get down to the truck. So why don't you guys start pulling, and I'm going to start seeing if I can work this out. You understand? So start pulling down the hill, and we'll get her handled.
Elsewhere in Region 4, Warden Quinn Kuka has received an unusual Tipmont call, and Brett Logan has responded to a request for backup.
I have them stopped. I just need your help.
Warden Kuka called and told us that she'd gotten a Tipmont of a car broken down on the interstate and two young men field dressing deer on the side of the road, which is highly abnormal. Usually when a hunter harvests his animal, he field dresses it right there on the spot.
They were gutting these animals out. There's 2 bags.
Right here?
Right here. Those 2 bags right there, full of gut piles. They said that they harvested them over by the Cascade Colony, and then I think their truck broke down here and they gutted them out here.
That's weird.
So their dad's picking them up, and I said, well, we're gonna take these animals and take them back to kill site. And the older one in the black said, he's the one who's driving, he knows the way. So he's gonna take you exactly where he knows, he's describing it. But we could save ourselves a trip and call their bluff, or...
What, did they have them tagged?
Yeah, and I'll show you the tag. So here's the little brothers. His is pretty good. But the older brother, there's no blood on them. They were tagged when I stopped.
They were on them?
Yeah. They're definitely getting a story together, for sure.
While the wardens continue to discuss the case, Brett Logan suddenly realizes that his morning patrol might have turned up more than he previously thought.
Hey, Quinn. I know where they killed him. Here. So we went up Wigan Park Road a while ago.
Yeah.
Up Carl Taft's place, and I have that license plate. They were trespassing up that road.
The license plate was Bravo, and it was 2 young kids in a blue truck.
There's a sign that says no trespassing past this point. They were past that, said they were looking for state land and had permission, and the guy said nobody has permission to hunt up there. They have to trespass to get to that state land.
So you already talked to him today?
No, I talked to a guy that was looking for him, and he gave us their plate and said 2 guys in a truck.
Okay.
Warden Goley's investigation into the trespassing father and son is wrapping up with a suitable ending for all parties.
Okay, the landowner was very nice and has decided not to press trespass charges against the kids, so that's very good, and that was his choice. So he understands that he's a new hunter and he made a mistake, and I'll work it out with him on the wrong license. And I can see how they'd make that mistake, but at the same time, when they start adding up like that, you gotta do something. I don't know what.
But before he can wrap up this case, Goley's busy day continues with an urgent call from another landowner.
Hold on. I gotta go. I want you to put that back on when you get down there, and I want you to call me.
Yes, sir.
And we're gonna work this out tonight.
All right, sir.
Okay? You okay? You have questions? You feel bad? It's not the end of the world, okay? We're just a little bit off. You understand it was just a mistake. We make mistakes when we're hunting, and it's how you handle it determines how your future of hunting's gonna go. You understand that? So this is your deer. It's a minor mistake. You're in the wrong hunting district. You didn't trespass that far, and I understand why you did what you did because it's not marked. Now you guys, you need to concentrate getting down here so you can get hurt.
Yeah.
And I would help you. I would stay and help you, but I got a really serious call.
You got a serious call.
And you'll call me later?
Absolutely.
Okay. We gotta go.
Near Cascade, Montana, Wardens Quinn Kuka and Brett Logan question hunters gutting deer on the shoulder of the interstate.
This officer is just going to visit with you real quick.
Okay, come on this way. All right, let's get out of the wind, man.
I just received a tip-on call that a witness was driving northbound on the interstate. He saw these two kids field dressing some deer in the borrow pit right off the interstate. He thought that was unusual. So I responded. Their blazer had broke down. There's 2 mule deer. The gut piles are both right here. It's just unusual that you would do it in not the location that you harvested the animals. They obviously were trespassing somewhere, otherwise you'd leave a gut pile in the field.
Armed with Warden Logan's eyewitness report, it doesn't take long for the young hunters to come forward with the truth.
Okay, so actually, I need to talk to you.
Yeah, let's do this. Let's start over with the truth, okay? Because you guys were called in earlier.
Yeah.
Because you don't have landowner permission where you killed these.
Okay, so like...
Right?
Yeah, well the reason I lied in the first place was because the first time we went hunting by ourselves without our dad.
Okay, then
first
that's
time you let us.
Hey, I understand that.
We didn't know if it was state land or not because it was not fenced off, so.
Okay, but we clearly know that you guys trespassed. And so we'll just go from there, you know, it's not a big deal. And lying's just gonna get you more trouble.
And that's why I decided to change my shirt.
So you have 2 illegal animals, one's yours, one's your brother's, and you're in possession of them.
Under Montana law, the illegally harvested deer are seized by the wardens, where they'll be donated to a local food bank.
I'm writing a citation for failed to obtain landowner permission, which is a $135 bond on it. And then I confiscated both bucks. He kind of had a guilty conscience and came clean. They've been in trouble before and they know the repercussions. So he decides to be honest at the last minute, and I'm gonna ride him and take his deer. And sometimes that's hard enough on a guy to take their deer away. I think it's unfortunate though that they don't even get to eat them or they don't get to do anything with them. They're illegal. So we put them in a freezer and we'll donate them to the food bank. But they don't have a good story to tell. They don't have a good memory. They don't have a deer on their wall because it got taken away. So hopefully they can learn, and they can learn true sportsmanship and then go back out and be proud of an animal someday, but they don't have those skills right now.
Warden Brian Goley has already had a teachable moment with a young trespassing hunter and is now rushing to intercept another violation occurring nearby in Region 4.
They got a guy that shot a bull elk yesterday on the North Lions Creek on the O'Connell Block Management. Today he took a quad runner up there to get the elk out and got the quad runner stuck in a creek. And another hunter came by and said, you can't have quad runners up here. And he said, I don't give a what the landowner said, I'm doing what I want. So that's the kind of people we want to go get.
While Goalie makes his way to the call, he learns that the suspect with the ATV has already loaded up and left the property. Now it's a race to catch up with him.
There they are, now I can see them. Hello!
Hello.
What's going on? Some kind of story you guys got, huh?
No. We got a good one. No.
So I got a complaint that there was a quad runner in a creek stuck.
Yeah.
Yes. That's
And that there was an elk.
Yep.
Yeah, I retrieved the rest of my elk.
Okay.
Yeah, last night we come up here, I'm helping my brother out.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he needed some help. He called me up in Great Falls and he said, could you give me a hand? He got an elk.
Okay.
So the elk was way back in there.
Okay. And you guys know you're not supposed to take four-wheelers in there.
Yeah, when we
Who was the guy that said to the hunter that we don't give a what the landowner says about a quad
We
runners?
never said that.
You didn't say that?
No.
Okay, good.
No.
All right.
That's
the deal was
some hunter called the landowner, and the landowner called me.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Now it's your hunting, right? Do you have the rest? Do you have your hunting license?
Tags on it.
We'll get the tag off there real quick and have a look at it. And you're gonna have to take this out. I want to look at it.
Okay.
So sorry. Did you guys drag it through the creek or something?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, to get it up to the truck.
Right.
We hooked the truck up to it. But we never crossed that no motorized vehicle stuff.
Okay. Smells all right. I'll be right with you.
Goalie attempts to reconnect with the landowner, but is unable to reach him.
Okay, so you got it yesterday at what time?
8:10.
Okay.
10 after 8 exactly.
Were you with anybody else?
No, I was alone.
And that's the only elk that died up there that day?
Yep.
Well, for now, you're definitely gonna get a ticket for driving off the road.
Right.
Okay? That's what's gonna happen today.
I'm guilty of it.
Yeah. First of all, number one, I can write you a $500 fine for what you just did because you violated the criminal trespass rules of the state of Montana by entering and remaining on private property in violation of being told you can't drive it there and in violation of what's written there, which means you can be charged for criminal trespass. What I'm writing you is 876415, which is hunt without landowner permission. You did not have the landowner's permission to take that quad runner in there. The landowner filed the complaint, not me. Do you understand that?
I didn't. So I could have called up the bungalow and asked for permission to retrieve that?
You could have and should have.
Well, yeah, that's what I should have did.
So you see how basic that is?
Yeah.
So all this stuff we're going through is a waste of time. But guess who created it?
I did.
Okay. So as long as you accept the responsibility and you take care of this, we're going to be fine.
Having resolved the ATV issue quickly, Warden Goalie is able to return to the father and son and complete what he started.
Okay, my man, here's a written warning. You're good to go. If anybody stops you at a check station, you show them that.
Yes, sir.
See you next time.
Thank you very much.
Under good circumstances.
Yes, sir.
Be careful, get the boys out. Don't let this stop you. He's a good kid, I could tell. But good people make little mistakes, we deal with it, and we move on to the bad guys.
Okay.
See you later.
Take care.
Okay. I think we'll catch him. I think we'll get this guy.
Okay, take a good look. Stay on road, respect private property. Pretty well posted.
Making his way up a private road, Joe Cambick is careful to check all the exiting vehicles for signs of a harvested animal.
I don't see a wapiti in the back of it. Oh, Richie. We're gonna go find this dead elk. That guy that just passed us, we charged him with 3 felonies, and he's a real bad poacher. I didn't see the elk in the back of the truck. I didn't see any blood on the back of it either. How's it going today?
Pretty good, pretty good.
Any luck?
No luck.
None, huh?
Into some up on Thornton Ridge, but.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Good.
Luck, though. I heard. I just ran into Demers up there hunting, and he said that there's some Utah guys down here blasting away on Litica.
Where at?
Did you get a call on that?
Yeah, I did. I didn't see anybody.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he didn't say where they. He just said down on Litica's coming up the road. There's no truck that's past me, no Jeep or anything.
That's you're it, huh?
Yeah.
All right. Well, that sounds good. I'll see what's going on then. All right. Take care. You too. What we got here? How's it going? Any luck?
Nothing, yeah.
Didn't see nothing, huh? All right, well, there's a few vehicles up ahead of you here, but it's all private till you get up to the forest there. You knew that? All right.
All right, have a good.
Yep, see you later. No blood on that one either.
Suspecting that first truck he already passed might be involved, Cambick decides to backtrack and stop him for questioning.
How's it going, Rich?
I don't know, you tell me.
You hunting?
Does it look like I'm hunting?
I'm just asking you a question.
I'm just answering it.
All right, did you see anybody up there when you was up there? Okay, you didn't shoot an elk, nobody? Got any guns in here?
No.
Okay, well, you can be straight and I'll be straight with you, okay? No need to get all hasty, and I'm just following up on a call, all right?
You don't need to be talking to me.
Really?
Yeah, because I didn't do anything.
Okay, I'm just checking, all right? I don't see a gun, so you're probably in the clear. Is there anything in the back?
You got a search warrant? You can search it.
No, I don't have a search warrant.
Well, there you go. You ain't searching.
All right, well, I'm gonna look in the back of your truck then, all right?
Well, that's it.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, take care of yourself.
All right, take care. All right, you behave, all right? Don't get yourself in any more trouble. But did you see?
Don't worry about me.
I won't worry about you.
Are you blind? That's what I'd like to know. Are you blind?
Am I blind?
Yeah.
No, I'm not.
Well, why didn't you see that truck on the hill loading that bull?
Where was he? Yeah, well, I got you, didn't I? It had to have beaten us out of here, and it had to go down Modesty Creek. Had to have. Had to go down Modesty Creek. He beat us out. I didn't even see a gut pile on the side of the hill.
In Region 4, the Streamlight Spotlight focuses on Warden Brian Goley. His first call of the day is from a concerned landowner.
All right, I'll be right there. All right, I'm coming. All right, I've got the hammer down. Bye-bye. Well, when a landowner calls me and says, you need to get up here right now where something bad's going on, I guess I better get there. Yeah, I was gonna let you know, have a little bit of a shootout up here at Dead Man's Road with a bunch of elk, so.
A shootout describes a situation where a large herd of animals is being targeted by multiple hunters. It's not only dangerous, but it can lead to over-limit violations and wounded animals. Back in Region 2, Warden Cambick continues to pursue an alleged poacher.
Hello.
Don?
Hey.
Hey, I must have missed that rig somehow. Do you know what way it went?
Yeah, it went right down the drainage. I got pictures of it heading out. It was racing out of there. Right down the Modesty Creek drainage. Just left about 5 minutes ago. I mean, just past our place.
God dang it, I didn't see it.
Yeah, there were 2 of them. It turns out there were 2. One was a crew cab, a gray, dark gray crew cab, and the other one was up in the SUV.
Okay, well, I'll stop him then if I can catch up to him again.
Okay.
All right, thanks a lot.
You bet.
Bye-bye. Let me, I'll have to call for some backup here. Now I think it's in that Jeep Cherokee. It's brown, and it should be coming out of Modesty Creek, okay? Thanks, guys. Hey man, can I look in the back of your rig? You got an... Somebody said they saw this rig with an elk getting loaded in it. That can't be, is it?
No.
Nothing in there, huh?
No.
All right. So is there another SUV up there?
No.
Nothing, huh?
No.
All right. Well, then something's gone awry here. Well, I appreciate you stopping anyways. You didn't see anybody else up there then?
No, there's nobody past me either, so. But there was the two guys that walked in as I was walking out.
Okay. Well, I guess that's where I got to go now. This is crazy. What a mess.
While Brian Goley's pursuit doesn't appear to be as confusing, there is urgency.
All right, I'm here. Are you over the top? There's a lot of... All right, I'm coming. There's one elk dead. Okay, I'm here.
They're all up on the hill, and then they're just shooting, and they've been shooting way on out there. I think where they're shooting was out there on the very edge of state land, if on state land.
Right. They're coming over the fence. They just wiped that fence out. I couldn't stop. I could not stop these elk from going across the road. They were committed. All right, I'm looking for wounded ones.
It's the peak of elk hunting season in Montana, and Region 4 Warden Brian Goley is observing a large group of hunters on state land. So far, everything is by the book, but a simple misunderstanding can change everything.
I got a bull right here and a cow out there, and another big bull up there.
Is the state land in here?
Kind of. Right on the edge. Where these elk are is not state land. Back there is. Goes right across the road, just like this. Right in the middle of it.
State land. I got it on my GPS.
I wasn't talking to you.
I don't know why you got to talk to me that way. These aren't your elk.
I didn't say they were.
Your guys tried to turn them back
you
onto this land.
You want to get in this conversation?
Just relax, you guys. Relax.
Start your sense to me with the F-bomb? Who are you?
That's not good.
Who are you? I know who you are. And I know who you think you are. That's bull. Your guys cut these elk off of that
Calm down, you guys.
They
Calm down.
His driveway.
No, they did.
His driveway.
No, they
That's
did not.
harassment.
No.
Calm down. You got a gun.
Yes, I'm holding the ground.
These aren't your elk.
I didn't say
this
they were.
is a GPS. That's my brother's. That's mine. That's Tony's. Game over.
Who said different?
You.
No, I did not.
You don't own these elk.
I'm talking to this
I'll
man
shoot every one of these elk legally that I can, and you're gonna watch me.
No, I'm not.
You don't own this land.
Calm down. Just relax.
Too long.
This is block.
Hold
on. Hold on. Hold on. You're on state land, and this is block management. You're bitching that you can't hunt these elk. This guy right here put this entire place in block management, and you're F-bombing him. No, you're not. Now listen to me. Listen to me. Why are you F-bombing a guy who put 18,000 acres of his ranch into block management?
First, I can't get on it. Secondly,
okay, stop.
I'm so excited I shot an elk.
You gotta calm down. Look, this guy here has put this ranch, 18,000 acres, right here in block management. You're talking like you can't hunt here.
Well,
Nobody said that.
Now I'm afraid I can't.
Nobody said you couldn't hunt here.
Well, I'm afraid I can't today.
You take 10 minutes and you calm down.
I'm good.
You uncock that gun and then you get your butt over the fence. We're gonna have a chat.
That's fine.
You gotta calm down. Look, hold on. Are you calm enough to even have a gun?
I'm fine.
I'll take it from you if you're not.
I'm fine.
You're just out of control.
What? His first sentence was F you.
Look, he's talking to me. You should have been killing your elk, okay?
That's fine.
Nobody knows what's going on. All I see is cars everywhere, people shooting, and people F-bombing. Okay, so you have a good experience and then you ruin it by saying you can't do that. You gotta calm down.
Okay, I'm good. I'm gonna go get my knife.
All right. This guy, do I know this guy here?
You might. Jeremy?
What's wrong with him?
I don't know.
Hey, is he just adrenaline going on, or?
Probably.
Well, he's screaming at us and I can't figure out what's going on.
Oh, hard to say.
Something about these are his elk and he can hunt wherever he wants. I don't understand what's going on. You got her?
I've got to ask him a kind question. I'm going to use the word please.
Okay.
I was really excited at this opportunity. It caught me off guard by what you said. Will you please not start your sentences with the F word to me?
You won't get in my conversation.
I respect that.
I was sitting talking to
I respect that.
Other than that,
I respect that.
all right.
All right, let's get this handled before it gets dark, all right? You were excited and you think that what I got from your conversation was that you thumbed your nose in the landowner's face. You shot your elk and nobody's gonna tell you what to do.
I can see that.
But
that's public perception, and I guess we have to guard against
But
that.
this isn't block management. There's 18,000
So how
acres.
can they buy state land?
No, they didn't.
So I'm legal.
Yes, you are. You're fine.
all I wanted
Yeah,
to hear.
nobody said you weren't.
I mean, I just went down.
You were the only one that you went from this to that, and you know who did it? You did.
Partially with the F-bomb.
Anyway, it just didn't need to happen from either side. So now it's over, okay? Get your elk, enjoy it, have a beer. See you later. That's what elk hunting does. Makes you wild. As far as I can see, everything went okay. All the elk, they're dead.
Next on Wardens.
This is still a goose chase.
Does this have Utah plates or what?
If you can see an elk stopping.
For Warden Joe Cambick, a long day investigating a poached elk has turned into evening. With a biting winter weather beginning to grip Region 2, a call from a sheriff's deputy might be the good news he's been looking for.
He's heading down towards the Frontage Road right now. Does this have Utah plates or what?
That's it.
You guys walked on each other, Kyle. What's up?
This is still a goose chase. If you can see an elk stopping. How's it going?
Good, how about you? Oh, not too bad.
How you doing, Joe Camp at Game Warden? So, tell me what happened here.
Went up, okay, you know how that road got closed off for years, then when they got access to it, I'm way up there. I went way up on top of the hill. I shot this animal. It ran down, I went and tracked it, and went and grabbed it, gutted it out on the pile, threw it in the truck, we came back.
So, with all the witnesses that were here and saw what happened here, is that what they're gonna tell me? Because that's not what I'm hearing. I know where you gutted it, and I know where you drove off the road to go get it too.
Yeah.
So that was a no-no. So you knew going up that road, going off the road. See, that's the issue that we're having here, is we're trying to keep that road open so that people can access those lakes and do all that, and then people drive off the road, that gives them the ammunition to shut it down. Okay, that was not a good move. Okay, well, I'm gonna look at this animal, all right?
All right, the tag is on that end. It's a bull.
Yeah, I see that.
And there's the thing, everything's taken care of.
Were you kind of in a hurry, Garrison?
We're trying to get out of there as soon as possible because it was like really coming down.
How many bullet holes are in this elk?
2.
All right. Well, you knew the property was off limits.
That's off limits?
That was
where this elk died?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You told me that you knew that Modesty Creek Road was closed. Was that whole? You knew the whole story because you're from here.
Yeah. Well,
so you knew whose property that was.
Yeah, but we were up on the hill. There was no trespassing, no hunting.
Okay, first of all, there don't have to be. Second of all, there was. You drove through them all, where it says stay on Main Road for the next however many miles. All right, you've been good about it. There's a couple of ways we can go here. I'm going to think about it. I'm going to try to give you the benefit of the doubt here. You are going to receive a citation.
This is my first elk ever shot, period.
Well, unfortunately, it's going to come with a citation. I have to take it. Okay?
You have to take it.
Mm-hmm.
Is that private land or no?
That's what I'm telling you. It's way private land. Yeah. Well, it's cold out here. If you guys want to sit in your pickup for a minute, I'll be right with you. All right? He almost got away. He almost tricked us. He did a lot of things wrong. There's signs going up the Modesty Creek Road saying stay on the road, don't get off, it's private land. Mostly it's for accessing. There's several lakes back there that are really good fishing lakes. So he decides he's gonna go up the road and go hunting. Well, when a 5-point bull runs out in front of somebody, sometimes they lose their mind. So he thought he'd roll the dice and shoot it, knowing that it was private property. And then the next big thing he did wrong was he drove way off the road. And any landowners, especially now that it started raining, it started snowing and getting wet, you know, starting to rut up things, it's not a good situation, and that doesn't help the fight here. Okay, you were really good about it. You were respectful. You screwed up, all right? Now here's what I did. I could charge you with criminal trespass since that road is marked, okay? I'm not gonna do that. I went with hunting without landowner permission, okay? Now, that being said, this is just a disclaimer, and I'm not gonna go pursuing it or anything, but if the landowner decides that, you know, the damage to the ground, he wants to pursue that, that would be up to him, but I'm not going that way right now, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna back up to this rig, and we're gonna slide her on in my truck, okay?
Going to the prison, I guess?
It'll go to the food bank in Deer Lodge, so you fed the... That's exactly right. Oh. He's caught, he's gonna pay a fine, and hopefully we can still continue to keep that road open for sportsmen to access those lakes, but they gotta understand that elk hunting just isn't gonna happen there.